Back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. So again tonight, Gene, the Pirates didn't have a lot of people out there. I hate really talking about attendance, but under 20,000 again for a fireworks night. Also Star Wars night. Also the debut of Austin Meadows, one of their top prospects in the minors. Would you be concerned if you're Bob Nutting?
Oh, they have to be concerned. Attendance is off 33% from last year when it was down from 15% from the year before. You know, it's a ghost town over there. It's really obvious that a lot of people have turned their back on the organization for its unwillingness to, you know, spend some more money.
Yeah, and you know, I've been out and about, and I hear fans talk to me all the time. In fact, I was I had to get my car fixed the other day, and the people at the place were just like, the Pirates came in here, tried to sell us tickets, and we told them, hey, we love your team, we support your team, but I'm not supporting and I'm not paying for tickets this year. We're just protesting. And I think that, I mean, that really has trickled down, and I think fans are really showing the fact that they don't like how this team is being run.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess the real test here, Gene, is they got San Diego, then they got it. You would think that they should win. They should win the series out in Cincinnati, but who knows? They go 3 games out. Then they got St. Louis for 3 games, the Cubs at home for 3 games. Now they're at home, and then at St. Louis for 4, then at home against the Dodgers and the Cubs. I mean, it's just this schedule right now, starting May 25th all the way through June 10th, is monstrous.
Yeah, I mean, it gets harder. There's this narrative out there that the Pirates have played weak teams. It's not correct. It's they played 9 different teams prior to this series, prior to the arrival of the Padres. 5 of those were winning teams. 3 were losing teams. 1 had a 500 record. The cumulative record of everybody, all the teams they played prior to this series, was 227 and 228. So I don't know where this narrative comes from that the Pirates are cleaning up on bad teams. It's just not true.
But, you know, the fact that they are beating teams with below 500 record, that's what they should be doing if you're a good team. That's something that they failed to do last year. They failed to win division games last year, and that's something that they're doing here. And we're halfway, almost halfway, more than halfway in May. Yeah,
right. We're past 40 games. You know, as of Sunday, it'll be about 30% of the season in the books, and they played really well.
Yeah, and the one thing that you do get, you know, fans, you know, I had a friend that wanted to bet me that they would be under 500 in August, and, you know, that narrative's still out there that, hey, just wait and see that they're going to fold.
They might, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see it happening. You know, maybe they'll get close to 500, but I think this team and this offense has proven that it's a pretty good team and should be in the conversation for at least that second wild card. Do you think? I mean,
I just don't know yet. I mean, as I mentioned, you know, I'm kind of leery about you know, the experience level among the starting pitchers. You know, and that's 90% of the game.
You think 40 games is a good barometer, or I mean, would you? At what point do you think someone really starts to believe? You know, 60, half a season.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually like kind of look at the All-Star break. That's where things sort out. That's actually late this year. It's toward the middle of July.
All right, let's go out to the phone lines. We got Derek out in Pittsburgh. How you doing, Derek?
Hi, Ricky. About the Penguins, what is the trade deadline? Will they keep all the players, or are they going to trade them all?
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. You know, do you see the Penguins making any trades this year?
I can't see that far ahead. What is it, February 28th? This is May 18th.
I mean, even
sorry,
in the offseason.
I can't help you 6 months ahead.
Yeah, I don't think that you're going to see. You're not going to see the Penguins trade any of their you know, I would say the 3-4 big name guys. That includes Letang. I mean, but it is a long way off. We're in the offseason right now, and you know, maybe something happens during the draft. I don't know, but I don't see any of those guys going anywhere.
That's actually 9 months away.
To the trade deadline, yeah. But, you know, maybe they might do something small in the offseason. I don't know. I mean, obviously they need some help defensively. I don't know offensively if they need help, but defensively, no question that they need a little bit of help. But, you know, right now it's Bucko season, and we got to enjoy what's going on right now, Gene, out in Pirate season. Also, OTAs start on Tuesday, right? Over on the south side.
Yep.
So do you think we're you know, obviously one of the big topics over there will be Mason Rudolph, Ben Roethlisberger. I would imagine that they're going to talk, you know, and square things away.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, well, we're going to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls, maybe. Oh, wait, we got a phone call? We got Rudy. Before we take a break, let's go out to Rudy in Uniontown. How you doing, Rudy?
Okay, how you guys doing? Glad to see.
Good, thanks for calling.
Glad to give my tech call today. Hey, I was just wondering, every time Diaz is catching, he never gets the glove up. And I know Nova, sometimes, he needs that glove. Cervelli's always got the glove up to give him a target.
Yeah.
I think it would help out a lot if you do that.
Well, you know what? I appreciate the call. The one good thing about a guy like Cervelli, he's good at framing pitches just like Russell Martin was. I mean, that's probably something that Diaz has to work on and get to know some of these pitchers.
You know, I might be wrong about this, but I don't think Cervelli gives a terribly good target. I think he lets his glove go flat a lot, long into the, you know, the sequence, and I really haven't seen enough of Diaz to comment on that. But I don't think Cervelli gives a very good target. I don't.
I do like Diaz's bat right now. I mean, unfortunately, he couldn't get the hit today to win it for the Pirates, but I mean, you know, he's playing pretty well, and he's not a bad backup. And he could potentially be playing an extended period of time, depending on Cervelli's finger, which is swelled up overnight. All right, now we're going to take a break. Back to wrap things up. Coming up next. Stay right there.